Hundreds gathered here in the Capitol calling on politicians to protect women's sports, and there was a fair police presence which was needed when counter-protesters stepped in. Controversy over transgender athletes competing in women's sports energizing the march against Mills. A viral confrontation between President Trump and Governor Mills, bringing tensions to a boiling point and sparking a Title IX investigation.
What is she doing? Why? It's so clear. It's so unfair to the girls of the state of Maine.
Let them know we don't want boys in girls' sports.
State and Capitol police officers stood by, intervening when counter-protesters arrived. The counter-protesters held signs like, "We're here, we're queer, get used to it," and "Protect trans youth." Speakers, including local politicians, used the Capitol as a backdrop.
With Title IX and decades of women fighting for their rights and having that codified in Title IX law, I think it's very sad that we're in this position that we have to fight for those rights again.
As we've been reporting, the conflict started with a transgender high school athlete who took first place in the girls' Class B pole vault at the state championships. Today, rally organizers showcased symbolic first-place prizes for the girls who placed second. Current and former student athletes taking part in the protest weighed in with their thoughts.
So if you think about volleyball and you have a dude coming up and they're about to hit the ball as hard as they can jump higher over the blockers, hit over the blockers, and it's very dangerous for any passers that are there.
I have always been in support of the LGBTQ community. I've always been here to support them, and I believe that this movement is not about the LGBTQ community. It's about supporting women, and I'm always here to support other women.
These athletes say they don't want transgender students to be completely excluded. So to them, what does trans inclusion look like?
I believe that anyone can identify how they please. I think that it's very important to feel how you may feel, but I also believe in supporting other women and make sure that all sports are fair.
We can have women's teams, we can have men's teams, but there's plenty of people who play on co-ed sports, and there's nothing wrong with co-ed if everyone's electing to play with both genders.
In Augusta, I'm Jacob Murphy for Maine's Total Coverage.